Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to continue with the concept of reincarnation. The soul or essence. Soul is eternal and distinct from physical body and is able to move from one body to another. Soul has the memories of experiences, lessons, and karmic lesson of the past lives. Karma. Karma means action, the action which follow the law of cause and effect. The action we do in this life will influence the life lesson that we take in the next lifetime. Also impacts our relationship, challenges, suffering, and positivity. Cycle of rebirth and renewal. Reincarnation is part of cycle of birth and death and rebirth, which is also known as samsara. This cycle will continue till the liberation of soul or enlightenment happens. Then we are free from the cycle of samsara. Reincarnation, different tradition. In Hinduism, they believe soul is eternal and it goes through many lifetimes till achieve liberation or enlightenment. The path to liberation includes knowledge, devotion, and righteous action. In Buddhism, reincarnation came with karmic imprints, and liberation happens. We pass the desire by understanding eightfold path. I'm going to identify what is the Eightfold Path of Buddhism. It has been divided in three sections. The first one is wisdom, right view, right intention. The second one is ethical conduct, which is right speech, right action, and right livelihood. And the third one is mental discipline, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. In Jainism, soul is trapped in samsara due to karmic debt. Liberation happens when we learn our lesson. Other traditions such as Sikhism, they believe that even though they believe in reincarnation, they emphasize on devotion to God in order to achieve liberation. New Age esoteric believes that reincarnation is a path for spiritual growth and soul evolution. Indigenous tradition, they believe as ancestral spirit or cycle of nature. Process of reincarnation, death and transition. After physical death, soul starts the new transition. Usually is called judgment or review of the past life. This phase will determine the soul's next assignment, rebirth. The soul enters new body based on the karmic lesson. How the rebirth happens, it depended on the belief. Coming back and forgetting. Most beliefs and teaching believe on the idea that individuals do not remember their past lives, even though their subconscious instinct and tendencies might be influenced by them. Philosophy of reincarnation, purpose of reincarnation. Let's go through that. Reincarnation helps the soul learn more, grow, and evolve spiritually and learn karmic lessons. Evidence and studies. People with near-death experience and children who do remember the past lives at early stage of their life support the idea of reincarnation, although there are argues about the validity of these events considering psychological imaginational and cultural factor. Ethical implication. Belief in reincarnation can bring sense of purpose, compassion, and the law of cause and effect into action. Liberation from incarnation. The ultimate goal of reincarnation is breaking through or enlightenment and past the cycle of birth and death. By self-realization, spiritual practice, meditation, prayer, living ethical, wisdom of understanding the nature of the reality, and letting go of attachment. Past lives and past life regression. Past life implies that there was life before this present life, and soul goes through multiple lifetimes, carry memories and karmas. Past life regression is the healing technique for individual to understand and resolve issue in their present life. Definition. An individual may have experienced soul journey many times through the cycle of birth and death and rebirth. Significant. Past lives can help and shape a person's personality, such as fear or any other emotional challenges and phobias. Connection to karma. The experiences in a past life can influence the circumstances and challenges in this life, which can help us to resolve our karma. Past life regression. It is a hypnosis or guided meditation to help individual access the memory of their lives before the present life, which has been stored in the subconscious. How is the process? Individual will be guided step by step to be relaxed and go deeper into the state of trance. Then question, visualization, explanation, and emotion, and some questioning about the sensation or feeling that the person has. Main purpose of it: healing emotional trauma, solving them, gaining insight about the patterns in their thoughts, relationship, and decision, spiritual growth by increasing awareness and the soul journey, self-discovery, find our strength and weakness, habit, phobias, and life purpose, spiritual connection, understanding, interconnectedness. Critics. Scientific view implies that the memory during regression might be work of subconscious that has been influenced by therapist guidance. And biological views suggest memories could be archetypes from unconscious mind and might be false memories that can harm more. What are the elements of a spiritual practice? Self-reflection and awareness. And how is that? By practicing meditation, we calm our mind, observe our thought, and practice mindfulness and self-awareness. By journaling and writing about our thoughts and feeling and spiritual experiences, we become more self-understanding. By observing and monitoring our actions, motivations, and values, we will be closer to our spiritual goal. Connection with the universe. Prayer makes us to communicate with higher power as well as gratitude and offering devotion. Rituals help us to connect better with universal consciousness, such as chanting. Text and script or spiritual writing will help us to gain guidance and wisdom. Service to others. Act of kindness and helping others or selfless service is expressing love and compassion. Empathy and forgiveness help us to let go of resentment and heal our hearts. Discipline, consistency, and regularity, along with meditation and prayer, live by moral principles such as being honest, not doing violence, and living with righteousness. Mind body connection, yoga or physical movement, Tai Chi, Qigong, and movement of any energy of Qi. Gratitude, acknowledging and appreciating the blessing positively, and humility. Acceptance will help you live through life without attachment and resistance and less suffering. Connection with nature, spending time outdoor, feeling grounded, and connect to universal energy. Earth-based practice, honoring what Earth has given us. Silence and solitude. Retreat and solitude will reduce distraction and help us to focus on a spiritual growth. Silence and stillness help to listen to your inner wisdom. Study and wisdom, learning from teachers or masters and gaining spiritual wisdom, exploring philosophies, spiritual teaching in different cultures. Seek knowledge. Study books, philosophies, and other cultural and spiritual practices. Seek for teacher, master, and spiritual guidance. Pay attention to dreams and signs. Our higher self might communicate with us through our dreams. Pay attention to meaningful coincidences. It might be messages from higher self. Raise your vibrational frequency. Practice gratitude. Practice positive thinking, prayer, meditation, mantra, love, compassion, kindness, peace, unity, forgiveness, mudra, sound, essential oil, candle, crystals. All of them can be helpful. If you cannot access your higher self, it is because you are overthinking. Let go of ego. Accessing higher consciousness. To practice enlightenment and transcending from thought and ego, we have to do some steps. Mindfulness, be present, focus on now. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Practice meditation, we mentioned many times. Deep meditation is suggested to help transcending ego and attachment. Focus on breathing, say mantra, or you can use guided meditation. Practice transcendental meditation techniques, which mind goes beyond ordinary thinking. Open heart center, unconditional love, because a higher consciousness resonates with love, compassion, kindness, empathy. These are the heart center. Heart center practices, which is focusing on heart chakra, visualizing, affirming, and saying gratitude. Do shadow work. Understand ego by recognizing and releasing them. Let go of attachment and fear. Shadow integration happens by acknowledging your emotional blockages. Stillness and silence. Inner silence can open door to a state of consciousness. Solitude, spending some time alone in nature, can help to connect to universe. Connection with nature. Nature is a direct path to universal consciousness. It helps us to understand the rhythm of creation, and the unity with all life. Walk barefoot on earth to connect with universal energy. Practice gratitude and positivity. Gratitude will raise your vibration by shifting your focus to higher vibration and a state of awareness. Positive affirmation will align our thoughts with our higher self. Explore breath work and energy practice. Watchful breathing can expand our awareness. Breathing helps us to balance our chakras and remove blockages and help us align with higher vibration. Study universal truth. Study the text, a spiritual scripture from all tradition and beliefs. Question about existence, life purpose, and the nature of reality. Embrace your intuition and inner guidance. Trust your inner voice and connect with higher self. Try to understand what is ego-driven thoughts and what is it the wisdom from higher self. Alter state of consciousness. It can happen by lucid dreams, journaling, and understanding the subconscious messages. Do sound healing, chanting, singing, and also singing bowls, and any other tools that can help you. Align your action with higher value. Live with alignment with your truth and values. Be kind and act selflessly. Be at service to others and practice connecting to higher purpose. Seek support from your community. Join a spiritual group, do meditation or retreat center. Find the right mentor to guide you and help you to achieve higher consciousness. Embrace universal oneness. All existence are interconnected and are part of higher consciousness. Let go of duality and focus on totality. Raise your vibration. Have healthy lifestyle. Eat properly. Sleep enough. Do exercise and keep your energy high. Do practice art, music, writing. And there are certain signs of higher consciousness when you start to have it. There are many, but some of them I wrote it in here. Increase intuition and inner peace, have empathy and compassion, sense of unity with all beings and universe, release ego, having sense of purpose and being aligned with universal truth. There are way more than this, but I just mentioned a couple of them. Okay, we are going to finish it today right here. We continue next session. Thank you for being with me. I talk to you next session. Have a good day. Bye.